Hi folks, it's Bob McLean here again from MakingBucksWithBob.com, and today I'd like to talk to you about finding the perfect customer. Okay, so now before we talk about finding the perfect customer, I have a question. Do you know who your perfect customer is? If you don't, this is a good time to do this, and it's really good that you're watching this video. Now, the perfect customer for you is one that is an absolutely ideal fit for you and your product. They are currently looking for what you have, not shopping for the future. Your product is a perfect fit for them physically, mentally, personally, for their business, if it's a business type of product. Your product, depending on the product, it might be for a certain sex, a certain age, people that live in a certain geographic area, all sorts of different things that might apply. And somewhere out there, there is the perfect customer for you. Okay, now, when you close your eyes, who pops up, or what image pops up of the perfect customer for you? Okay, so again, now, the more detailed that you can be about this, the better. Like, write down all the attributes and all the things that you see in your mind's eye, and polish that image until you're left with the absolute essence and the attributes of the person that would be absolutely perfect for you. The person that you showed them what you've got, they couldn't possibly not buy it. That's the person that we're looking for right now. Okay, now, that sounds awfully restrictive, doesn't it? Like there can't be very many of those. But you're wrong. It isn't. Okay, and let me explain that. Okay, so let's say you own a brick and mortar store. You've got a hardware store, and you're in a town. Okay, now if your product would be absolutely perfect at some piece of hardware, and it would absolutely be perfect for, say, left-handed, middle-aged women who are dyslexic. Now, if you actually had a hardware store, in a mall or on a busy road, and that's who you catered to, left-handed, middle-aged, dyslexic women, you would go out of business, wouldn't you? I mean, there just can't be that many in your town. So now, but here's the thing. Let's say, and I haven't looked this up, so I really don't know for sure, but let's say there's left-handed, middle-aged, dyslexic women represent 1% of the population. Let's say they represent 0.5% of the population. Okay, now, I don't know what size of town you're in, but in my town, that might mean there's 5. Okay, that's it. But here's the thing. There are millions and millions of people on the internet, and thousands more joining every day. So if I create an internet store for middle-aged, dyslexic, left-handed women, I have got a potential audience of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people who are looking for my product. Okay, you see that? Because of the size of the internet, you can be, and you have to be, as specific as possible with the people that you go after and with the advertising that you do. Okay, so in the words of the late great Jim Rohn, the master marketer and master motivational speaker, he said, "It is better to be a meaningful specific than a wandering generality." And boy, oh boy, is that ever true when it comes to selling on the internet. Okay, so you see that? It's all about the scale. It's a whole new world. Okay, so whereas that hardware store in your town will try to open up their scope and be the hardware store for everybody and all the needs of everybody in the town, and whatever kind of hardware needs they have, and whoever they are, they're going to try to cover them all. Okay, whereas on the internet, we are going to be as specific as we can about the kinds of people that we attract, because the more specific we can be, the more attractive we can be to those people. Now, does that mean, like in the example of our hardware store for middle-aged dyslexic left-handed women, that we can't sell them nails, for example, because they're not specific? We can't sell them screws, an apron or safety glasses. Of course we can, but those aren't the products that are going to bring people to us. We can't possibly offer nails, for example, at such an attractive price that people would buy from us online. We're going to sell them tools and special equipment specifically made for them. So it's going to bring those people to our site. And then once we've got them, because we've been so specifically marketed to them, then they might buy the screws and the nails and the safety glasses and all the rest. Okay, but be specific. Okay, there are so many people out there. There is business for you no matter how specific you get. And that specificity is what brings them to you. It's like it's drawing. It's nectar that's drawing in the bees. They just can't resist it. Okay, so now on the other side, and this is also important. Not only are people going to be attracted to your very specific site, but so is Google. Okay, Google and all the other search engines are looking for relevance and authority for your website, so that if somebody gets online doing a search for hardware for left-handed, middle-aged, dyslexic women, they're going to find your site, because that's exactly who you sell for, and that makes you very, very relevant for the search engines. Okay, so if you want to just add some blogging, put some articles out on the internet, some ads that will have links back to your site, that will show some authority as well, get some other people, that's going to help too. But the idea is, be specific. You will be an authority in your field, and search engines will point to you as well. So, hey, that specificity, okay, the focus of your website is going to be that 1-2 punch that's going to bring you in the customers that you're looking for. So there it is. To find your perfect customers, be specific in your products, in your ads, in your copywriting, links from others, everything. Be specific. Okay, that's the nectar that becomes the irresistible draw to those exact people who want your products. Okay, the ones with the money in their hands on the internet looking just for you. Okay, I'm Bob McLean with MakingBucksWithBob.com, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Bye for now.